Hello there and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this series, I share my journey at Microverse as a Microverse student or as a Micronaut. This video is about week 9 and it's about application programming interface or APIs. These are the activities that we did this week. I'm gonna talk about the highlight of this week, which is working with APIs. I'm gonna talk about the what's an API, different types, and what did we do about APIs this week. Enjoy. An API is a set of rules and protocols that allows software applications to communicate and interact with each other. In simpler terms, it's just like a messenger where it enables two or more software applications to share data between each other. Weather, mapping, and cloud storage are three very common APIs where a developer will make an application that shows the weather in a nice way with animations and clouds, etc. However, the real data of the weather the developer will get from another application using an API. This week we had to do a very simple leaderboard project where we need to write the name and we give it a score, and when we click the submit button it will actually send our data and write it into the API. So this here doesn't have anything to do with the other side of the project. However, when we click the refresh, this will send another request to the API and will bring our data that we were sending in our game. So if you see, I added all these names initially, and when we click, we added them into the API. When I click the refresh, I retrieved all of them. So if we will go to the code, here is the post new score function. As you can see here, we are using an async function. Since in this function we are sending a request to the API, it will take some time for the API to respond, so this function must be asynchronized. Here we define the URL that we are sending our request to. As you can see, we have an ID. This ID we get it from another function where it initiates our game. That function, it starts our new game and it gives us back this special ID for our game. I have the ID, this is the URL, this is the object that we are sending, and this is the request that we are sending. So here is the URL again, and the second argument is we define the method. In this request here we need to do it post because we are writing data into the API. Then we have the body, which is what are we sending to the API, and here is the request sending line. The other request we have, which is the refresh button. So here we define our URL. Again, the ID I got it already from the create game function. We define the request just with one line, since we are sending a GET request, not a POST request. And a GET request is the default method of our request object anyway, so we don't need to define anything else. In this line, we are getting our response from the API. In this line, we are converting our data to a JSON element so that we can treat it as a normal object. So that's in short our project of the week. As a conclusion, I want to say that this week was very light. We learned many small things such as get bisect and get stash. I don't mean that they are not important, but they are just were very easy to pick up the concept and the idea behind them, so they did not really take much time. However, we had many exercises where we need to fill in the documents and where we needed to record ourselves, the Loom recordings. So if you're someone you don't like doing that, this week would be annoying for you. So yeah, but in general the week was very light. We had much time to relax and to look and prepare for the capstone project of next week. Finally, don't forget the like and subscribe notification bell. If you have any questions or any feedback, put in the comment section. Connect with me on LinkedIn and Twitter. Have a beautiful day and happy coding.